Actually is pretty mild, and I feel like we're in the clear in terms of storms for tonight, Howard. Is that right?
Yeah. We don't have any severe weather here for tonight, and we've got actually a pretty nice night on the way, and tomorrow will be a pretty quiet day as well. But let's take a look at the national satellite and radar here and show you where all the active weather is. As we mentioned just a few moments ago, there's a line of severe weather in the deep south that is producing severe weather and flash flood warnings as well. But here in the northeast, high pressure still in control, and we'll get to that in a moment. A little batch of precipitation moving through southern Michigan, and as we look, there's some clouds across the area. It was a beautiful sunset as a result of those high clouds. There's a look at high pressure up north, and it's really, it's got a good hold of our weather for today and tonight. 10 o'clock temperatures, 38 in Plymouth, 50 over at East Sydney Lake, 40 in Roxbury, 43 in Delhi and Stamford, sitting at 42 in Greene, and 50 right now down in Vestal. Your headlines, we think we know no weather issues for tonight. It'll be chilly, though. A few warm days on the way, starting again tomorrow and then Friday. Rain, unfortunately, looks likely for both weekend days, and we could get a lot of rain over the next 5 days. Talk about this. This is what the European weather model is showing. Notice the time, Saturday through Wednesday. So it's a 5-day period. And today's model run showing 1.5 to maybe 2.5 inches of rain during that 5-day period. That, is a fairly long amount of time. And if this happens, we're going to get real wet. Now, today, I showed the GFS. This is what the GFS is now. What's, I don't want to say concerning, what we're watching for here is the fact that earlier today, the GFS had maybe 1/4 to, 1/3 of an inch of rain during that same period. Now, with the afternoon run of the GFS, it's showing 1.1 inches to almost 3 inches of rain. Again, during that 5-day period. So I think it's going to be a very wet period, and I think there's a pretty good bet that we're all going to pretty much see over 1 inch of rain during that period. So again, I don't have any first alerts in effect, but if it looks like one particular period or a couple of periods may see some issues, then of course we would issue a first alert. But as of right now, it just looks like a prolonged wet period in which we're going to get, some rain. So for tonight, we're looking at some clouds and some sunshine tomorrow morning. There's a look at the afternoon, perhaps a couple of stray showers. Tomorrow night, maybe a few more showers coming in. Now by Friday, not a bad day. It's going to be warm, partly sunny, but I do think we get some breaks of sunshine in the afternoon. When that happens, temperatures could jump dramatically. I think, Friday could be, again, near 80 degrees if that sun sticks around. But there's a possibility Friday afternoon and Friday evening that there could be a couple of thunderstorms around moving through the area. But then things will be, again, a little bit unsettled into the weekend. Look at temperatures tomorrow afternoon, upper 60s to mid 70s. Now, tomorrow night, 11 o'clock, we're still in the 50s to low 60s. And Friday morning, 50s to low 60s. So tomorrow, Friday afternoon, that is, will be well into the 70s, I think, in some of the warmer locations. The 7-day forecast shows the wet period there. Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday, even into next Wednesday. And the reason for that, there's a cutoff low pressure system that is expected to develop this weekend over the Ohio Valley. And we'll be in a favorable position for, bouts of rain throughout, an extended period of time here. So we'll keep an eye on the weather for you, but it does look like we're going to be dodging quite a few raindrops over the next 5 to 7 days.
Sounds good to me, Howard. Yeah. All right, thank you.